Namaskar, a wonderful good evening to one and all present over here. Udyamena hi siddhyanti karjani no manorathaihi nahi suptasya singhasya prabhishanti mukhe mrugaha, which means any task can be accomplished only through proactive efforts, never by imaginary thoughts alone. Dears do not enter the mouth of a sleeping lion. With these words, I, Srimati Swapna Sagarika Mishra, Deputy Director of Odisha Judicial Academy, have the proud privilege to welcome you all to this valedictory ceremony of 48 Civil Judges Junior Division on Probation of 2021 batch. After all, they deserve such an accolade after 1 year of toil, trials and tribulations and sheer perseverance, as they have chosen an untrodden path. Colin Powell once said, "There are no secrets to success. It is the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure." Now, we have in our midst the cynosure of this august galaxy of luminaries, Honorable Dr. Justice Vidyut Ranjan Sarangi, the Acting Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, and Patron-in-Chief of Odisha Judicial Academy, who is an institution in himself, whose contribution to the justice delivery system is really hard to emulate. On this resplendent occasion, we have amongst us Honorable Sri Justice Debabrata Das, Judge High Court of Orissa and Chairman of Odisha Judicial Academy and Training Committee, Honorable Judges, High Court of Orissa, our respected resource persons, respected Registrar General, respected members of the Registry, respected Member Secretary of SLSA, esteemed invitees, distinguished guests, proud family members, ladies and gentlemen, who have graced this event both physically and virtually, making this occasion glorious and monumental. May I now request our Chief Guest, Honorable Dr. Justice Vidyut Ranjan Sarangi, the Acting Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, and the cynosure of the occasion to kindly adorn the dais. And also, I request respected Registrar General, sir, to kindly conduct his lordship through the dais. May I now request Honorable Sri Justice Debabrata Das, Judge High Court of Orissa and Chairman of Odisha Judicial Academy and Training Committee to kindly adorn the dais. I also request respected Member Secretary, sir, to kindly conduct his lordship to the dais. May I now request Honorable Sri Justice Krishnaram Mahapatra, Judge High Court of Orissa and member of Odisha Judicial Academy and Training Committee, to kindly adorn the dais, and may I also request respected Registrar Inspection, sir, to kindly conduct his lordship to the dais. May I now request Honorable Dr. Justice Sanjeev Kumar Panigrahi, Judge High Court of Orissa and member Odisha Judicial Academy and Training Committee, to kindly adorn the dais. And may I also request respected Registrar of Records, sir, to kindly conduct his lordship to the dais. May I now request Honorable Sri Justice Gauri Sankar Satpathy, Judge High Court of Orissa and member of Odisha Judicial Academy and Training Committee, to kindly adorn the dais. May I also request respected Coordinator, sir, to kindly conduct his lordship to the dais. May I now request Honorable Sri Justice Anand Chandra Behera, Judge High Court of Orissa and member of Odisha Judicial Academy and Training Committee, to kindly adorn the dais, and may I also request respected Additional Director, sir, to kindly conduct his lordship to the dais. A flag represents a positive affirmation of loyalty and commitment. The flag of Odisha Judicial Academy symbolizes the epitome of justice and the jurisprudence of law. It conveys the ideology and aspirations of this institution. Hence, I would like to request our 48 Civil Judges Junior Division on Probation of 2021 batch to begin the flag procession. This land of ours has a glorious past and has inspired many a heart through ages. In order to convey our deepest reverence to this land, may I now request all the dignitaries to kindly rise for the state song Bande Utkala Janani, penned by Kantakavi Lakshmikanta Mahapatra.
Bande Utkala Janani, Bande Utkala Janani.
Thank you. The only place where success comes before work is in the dictionary. As we commence, may I now humbly request Honorable Sri Justice Debabrata Das, Judge High Court of Orissa and Chairman Odisha Judicial Academy and Training Committee to kindly deliver the welcome address. My Lord, please.
Namaskar. A very good evening to everybody who is present in this august auditorium, which has been named after the famous Chief Justice of this High Court, Justice Gauti Krishna Mishra, which is situated in this millennium city of Cuttack of our state, of which we are proud of. Today's wintry evening has become warm and vibrant as we have come together to celebrate the completion of induction training of 2021 batch of our Civil Judge Junior Division officers. We are deeply privileged and grateful to have amidst us Honorable Dr. Justice Bidyut Ranjan Sadangi, the Acting Chief Justice of our High Court and Patron-in-Chief of Odisha Judicial Academy. Amidst us, he is here today evening as the chief guest on this momentous occasion, which comes once in a year. He has been kind enough to spare his valuable time, in fact, after completing the court work throughout the day, in accepting our request and invitation to administer oath to the trainee officers. It is apposite on my part to acknowledge at the same time the efforts and leadership quality of our Acting Chief Justice, under whose patronage the Academy has reached its new heights. We wish that His Lordship continues his kind patronage on this Academy in future days to come and guide us in every step and stage. As the chairperson of the Academy and Training Committee, I am deeply honored and privileged to have with us on the dais my member of the committee, Honorable Mr. Justice K.R. Mahapatra, Dr. Justice Sanjeev Panigdahi, Mr. Justice Gauri Shankar Satpathy, and Mr. Justice Ananda Chandra Behra. Honorable judges of this High Court and the members of the training committee. Their untiring efforts have helped us in completing this training program throughout the year to see that the judicial officers get the best of the training and share the best practices amongst themselves. I acknowledge their efforts and sincere guidance in every field to the committee as the members of the said committee. I take this opportunity to welcome honorable judges of our High Court who, despite their busy schedule, have joined us today evening to encourage the new generation of the judicial officers. I also welcome the former judges of the High Court, Mr. Justice A.S. Naidu and Dr. Justice D.P. Chaudhary, who are present here amidst us today. Respected faculty members are also welcomed. I especially welcome the gracious spouses of the honorable judges who are present here with us to join us in the celebration and success of our judicial trainee officers. I also welcome Mr. Pratap Patra, Registrar General of the High Court, and his team, Member Secretary of the State Legal Services Authority, team of judicial officers who are present, Mr. Badrinaran Nanda, who is the director in charge of this academy, and his other officers of the academy and staff. Today's star attraction are the 48 judicial officers, Civil Judge Junior Division on probation of 2021 batch, who are passing out at this academy and going to their respective places of work where they have been posted. Their family members present here, whom I extend my hearty and cordial welcome on behalf of the Academy. Last but not the least, I welcome all the esteemed dignitaries, friends from print and electronic media, ladies and gentlemen present. It gives me immense pleasure as the chairman of the committee to get this opportunity to be a part of this memorable celebration. The Academy was established in the year 2003. The first batch of officers started their induction training at the Academy in the year 2004, when our Registrar, the then Registrar General of the High Court, Mr. Mukunda Prasad Mishra, I think, was the first director in charge of the Academy. He is still continuing with us as one of the faculty members, senior faculty members. This will be the 14th batch of Civil Judge Junior Division to pass out from the Academy. And the 8th batch stepping down from this building of the academy, which started functioning on and from 10th day of August 2013. The officers of the present batch joined for the training at the academy on 7th January 2023. And within a period of 1 year, they have undergone rigorous training both at field level as also at the academy. I am not only sure, but very much confident that through the training, their personality, skill, as well as the intellect have been polished to a great extent. They are now ready to sit on the dais in discharging judicial function and duties as ordained under the law. Our judicial service of Odisha is a coveted public service in the state and requires high degree of skill and legal acumen. At the same time, it's a lifelong mission. People of this country have great expectation from the judiciary, which is that organ of the state entrusted with the duty to uphold the constitutional vision of justice in providing justice to the teeming millions coming to seek justice. At the end, the induction training given to the newly recruited Civil Judges Junior Division, therefore, aims at wholesome development of the judicial officers, both on their professional as well as personal front. Apart from regular academic sessions, the officers during the period of training have been exposed to real-time court craft, being in different courts of the state in gathering working knowledge. As an apprentice, being attached to different tiers of the courts. In addition to that, the officers have been given training on forensics, finance, as well as land tenure and revenue system of the state. They have gone to the medical colleges for anatomy sessions, to jails, police stations, geriatric homes, childcare institutions, slums, and other underdeveloped areas to gather first-hand knowledge regarding the basic legal needs of all those sections of the population living there and inculcate a sense of responsibility towards them. The officers who have been sent to the judicial state legislative assembly as well as Lok Sabha Bhavan to have first-hand experience of working in the state government. In addition to the legal training or on personal front, the officers have undergone yoga and meditation courses to keep them physically and mentally fit, and most importantly, management of the stress. Classes on personality development as well as management skills must have certainly helped them to be presentable personality with good managerial skills. They have also been given due exposure through sharing of best practices program in going to other state academies. With our developed comprehensive training module, I hope it has helped the senior civil judge junior division officers who are mostly freshers from law schools to transform themselves into trained judicial officers in facing the challenges by going to the dais. I am delighted to announce that those 48 officers who are present here amidst us on the dais, coming in a procession, have successfully completed the training. I wish all success to the judicial officers in their career. Once again, I welcome you all present here with a hope and trust that all these judicial officers are going to shine in future and help in keeping the flag of the judiciary flying atop. Thank you. Jai Jagannath.
Thank you, my lord, for the warm and heartfelt welcome extended. May I now seek the kind permission of the Honorable Chair to declare the valedictory ceremony open.
This valedictory ceremony of the Odisha Judicial Academy is for the 48 Civil Judges Junior Division and Probation who in the institutional training program conducted by the Academy during 7th January 2023 to 6th January 2024 have been certified to be worthy of this same.
Thank you, my lord. The valedictory ceremony is declared open. May I now humbly request Honorable Dr. Justice Vidyut Ranjan Sarangi, the Acting Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, to administer oath to the 48 Civil Judges Junior Division on probation of 2021 batch. My lord, please.
I do swear in the name of God that I shall make every endeavor to ensure dispensation of justice without fear or favor, that I shall maintain absolute integrity, honesty, and sincerity, that I shall hear patiently, consider diligently, and decide justly. And I shall remain true to the oath in discharging my duties and obligation as a judicial officer.
Thank you, my lord. All the 48 Civil Judges Junior Division on probation of 2021 batch are requested to take their respective seats. May I now humbly request Honorable Dr. Justice Vidyut Ranjan Sarangi, the Acting Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, and Patron-in-Chief, Odisha Judicial Academy, to kindly deliver the valedictory address. My lord, please.
Jai Jagannath. Good evening. My esteemed brother on the dais and off the dais, and my respected former judges of this court, the faculty of this Judicial Academy, the Registrar General of the Odisha High Court and his team, the Director Judicial Academy in charge and its team, the Member Secretary, Odisha State Legal Service Authority and his officers, the respected spouses of the honorable judges present here, my respected the parents of the 48 Civil Judge Junior Divisions, those are present here and also watching from the virtual mode. Above all, my near and dear, the 48 civil judges, those who have completed successfully their training course for last 1 year. At the outset, from my core of heart, I welcome you all to this august occasion. This is a day of remembrance on the part of these 48 civil judge junior divisions, those who have successfully completed their training course here. Needless to say that you have undergone various tests in your life, maybe as a student of your primary education, your high school education, then college education, then your law education. Thereafter, appearing a rigorous test, you have been qualified and joined in the Odisha Judicial Service. Thereafter, even if the training and education has not completed for you, and you have also undergone training in Judicial Academy, and you are fortunate enough that you have been trained by our respected Honorable Judge Justice Naidu, Justice Dr. D.P. Chaudhary, and Honorable former district judges, those who have earned reputation in our judiciary. They have taught you and you have learned a lot during this 1 year period. This is only a learning part of yours. Now comes the implementation part on your side. Whatever you have now learnt, now you have to implement and prove yourself to a successful judicial officer in the judicial cadre of the Odisha state of Odisha. I have a strong belief that you will definitely will not disappoint us in any manner whatsoever. Rather, your conduct, your action, your behavior, your perseverance definitely leads you to become a successful judicial officer. And wherever we listen that this batch of 21 is doing excellent, I will feel proud of it. And you will never discourage me that, sir, I have failed. This fail words should go from your mind. And I will be very encouraged that this batch has proved themselves to a successful judicial officer in their life. May God bless you and give enough courage to do the work the way you have to conduct yourself as a judicial officer. I can point out to you all that all right, you have enjoyed your student career. Your parents have nourished you like anything. But discharging a duty of a judicial officer is very onerous job to my understanding. Because you have to lead a secluded life from the society. It must have been instructed and taught by our efficient faculty members to you all. In what way you have to conduct yourself as a judicial officer, that must have been trained by our efficient faculty members, and you must have gained such experience from them. And in one occasion, I had been to this directorate when Mr. M.P. Mishra was taking your class, and I was so happy that you are trying to extract the experience from a man who has gained a lot during his judicial service career, and he was explaining as if he's a father figure to you while imparting education to you. I really, really appreciate the way the teaching was given to you, the understanding was given to you, and I think you must capitalize it for the purpose of upliftment of this judicial system itself. And I have strong belief that you will do that, and with all firmness I can say that you will not go behind anything which have been taught to you. These are the things we have to do as a judicial officer, because people have utmost faith on judiciary, because when the legislature fails, when the executive fails, then people have to run to this your door asking for a justice. Justice is a word which is very, very strong word, which now you can realize when you implement it. How your pain is to work and how you have to conduct yourself, that proves your own merit when you discharge your responsibility. Because your writing, your deliberation, your judgment will form part of the success of a person concerned who needs justice from your pen. You are all young persons. Now you have to leave your childishness, which is still moving your face, looking at your face. I will feel that your childishness has not yet gone. But after becoming a judicial officer, you will become very, very strong enough to discharge your responsibility, and whatever taught to you, you must do that so that at least we'll feel proud of you. People's faith on the judiciary has to repose through your pen. Don't forget that you're simply writing. No. Writing is a part. But what you deliver is the very important part, what is required under law to do. Therefore, you must be very thorough on subject, and you must put much more labor that what is required for a preparation of the case and delivery of justice. And people's faith should not be lost from the judiciary, which is expected by them. And you think yourself that wherever you are posted, you are the highest authority of the judiciary, and you discharge responsibility in accordance with law. I am welcoming the parents that you are lucky enough, and you must be proud enough your children, those who have been selected in the judicial service are now a full-fledged judicial magistrate. But I have a small request to you all, because you have reared your child. Now they have to work under us, and they are under test how you have reared them. Question is that every parent must have a desire that my children must go to that particular height, and your children have proved themselves that we have gone a particular height, but don't do anything which will affect their integrity, honesty, and responsibility assigned to them. That this is a caveat for you, that nothing to be done by you so that it will affect your children. Till date, your children have been identified through you, but they will come with their performance. You will be identified by them, and when you will identify them, that is the most happiest day for you. At least as a father, I can understand this is the greatest success in our life, when children will succeed in life and parents have been identified through their children. Therefore, you should not do anything which will affect this honesty, integrity, and dignity of your children. Rather, remaining at a distant place, bless them to do something better and better for the institution. Now, I am coming to the personal life of the judicial officers. I am hinting this fact because we have experienced in the meantime the many judicial officers, after joining the service, they married each other, and they are not able to pull up with their family properly. Therefore, there is a disruption in family life. I believe that creates a stress in your mind. If there is a stress in mind, you can't discharge the responsibility assigned to you. Therefore, keep aside everything. Your family life is different. Your functioning as a judge is different. When you function as a judge, leave aside everything in the world. They are my parents, they are my husband, they are my children. Leave aside everything and confine to your chair and discharge the responsibility without looking to anybody, without being disturbed. Rather, you should give more focus to this subject itself which is assigned to you. That will be the greatest contribution from your side, because with all odds you have to move. If with all odds you can move and succeed, that is the greatest success on the part of a judicial officer who has to do his work in accordance with law. I also gained experience during my tenure as a judge that many of the judicial officers their family has been broken. Be that as it may happen for some reason or other. Maybe that cannot be explained here. But that cannot be a bar on your part to proceed ahead. And if you want to have the successful preparation for the case, you won't find any time to have any thinking about other world of the society. Therefore, my humble request to all the judicial officers, the irrespective fact that there is some error, some disturbance in your life, that will not cause any difficulties for administration of justice. Kindly focus on your subject. If you focus on your subject, success will definitely come tomorrow. Apart from that, I am also suggesting one thing, that nothing can be waved out if you have acquired the knowledge. Knowledge is the power. So acquisition of knowledge
cannot end the day you joined in as a magistrate. Rather, the acquisition knowledge starts from that point. Every day you have to interact with many of the lawyers. Different types of lawyers will argue before you. There may be some good lawyers, some senior lawyers, some young lawyers. They are coming prepared with full preparation. Therefore, hear them patiently, diligently. Don't do anything which will affect the reputation of a lawyer. Don't antagonize them in any manner. Rather, you must bear the patience to hear them and ultimately pass the order in accordance with the law as per good conscience. Then your success will definitely come. Nobody can stand on your way. I am been taught by own mentor, Honorable Justice Beni Saran, when he was the Chief Justice of this court. I was sitting with him for a period of 2 years, 3 months, quite long period. Though initially I was coming to the court with all preparation of all the files, I just wanted to pass an order. The way whether the lawyer argued the matter or not, I have read the file, I have to pass an order. Then I pass the order and dispose the matters. But when I sit with Justice Saran, he watched me for a period of 1 week. Then while the system is when a senior judge is to preside over the bench, the junior judge has to go to his chamber and bring to the court. Again, when court is work over, the junior judge will go and leave the senior judge and come to the own chamber. So this was the system of the Odisha High Court, and we are following it. And that too, there is a system of how to work with the senior judge, how to work with the junior judge. That has been taught by Justice Beni Saran when I was with him. But when his court proceeding was going on, he observed me for one week. Then while moving to his chamber, while leaving him, he told me, brother, I am very happy that you are looking all the files, and I am very happy that deliberation is very good. But one thing I can suggest to you, kindly bear in mind, because I have got 16 years of experience as a judge of Allahabad High Court, then Karnataka High Court, then Chief Justice of this court. Sir, tell me what you want to say. He told me that you should hear the lawyer who also says some nonsense, because he has been paid for that. And you have to have the patience that even if the lawyer says something nonsense, don't interrupt, let him say and get the satisfaction of saying nonsense. And you have been paid to listen the nonsense. And that listening of nonsense is also has got its own importance, because the lawyer will never feel that I have not given proper audience. Once he gets satisfaction that I have argued the matter, then rest part of it is yours. You pass an order allowing the application or dismiss the application. There is no bar. Therefore, the lawyer will not have any grievance against you saying that the judge has not heard me. Very, very, very important thing. And that changed my perception to become a good judge, and I don't know what type of judge I am today. But one thing I have followed from that date, that let us hear something. Yeah, I have prepared myself, it's all right, but my preparation is one side. Other side is I have to hear the lawyer and pass my own orders. So these are the things, very small thing, but it matters much. That is why I am saying that have the patience. Whosoever says whatever doesn't matter. You just bear in mind that you are a judge. I have to discharge my responsibility. I have to pass an order after hearing the counsel appearing for the parties. Therefore, have the patience. Don't lose your patience. There are some quarrelsome lawyers also there. They will create problem for you, but still then don't react. If you react, then you are landing yourself into difficulties. Next moment they will say the judge is not hearing, then the petition will come against you, then they will go to approach the district judges and making allegation against you. Unnecessary. Don't get into any controversy anywhere. Simply keep quiet, listen the matter, and if any short questions are to be asked, simply ask, sir, I am not able to understand what you are saying. And take the advantage of your age. Your age is very teeny age. Take the advantage of that. Sir, I have joined recently. I have called from college. I do not know how to place the matter. Kindly please explain me. What I am saying in this way, why I am saying this way. because you must not be knowing Mr. Kali Acharya, when he was the member of the Central Administrative Tribunal. We had an occasion, my senior, late Gangadhar Rath, along with me, were going to his court to argue a civil law matter. And by that time, Justice Mr. K.P. Mr. Member Judicial has already gained experience of 1.5 years in Central Administrative Tribunal. Looking at Gangadhar Rath, he said, I am privileged. Then my senior said, what a privilege? I mean, I have just come to argue a matter, that's all. No, sir. Even if we have got experience of 1.5 years as a judicial member of this court, but we do not know the service law. You have to teach us the service law from A to Z, otherwise we will not leave you. That is why the review matter continued for 21 days after lunch, and entire service law has been delivered by my senior, late Gangadhar Rath, to the Central Administrative Tribunal. All the courts are full, all the bar members are full. That is why the Central Administrative Tribunal members have learned many things. Therefore, you take advantage of a seniority of a person concerned. If you don't understand, ask them, sir, I am not able to follow you, kindly explain me so that I can apply my mind and pass appropriate orders, whatever suits to me. That will also create your humbleness towards the bar. It is not that you are arrogant, rather your humbleness will say that you have learnt many things and you try to learn and pass an order. That message will go very quickly, that this magistrate is very humble and he wants to learn, and therefore we are teaching him, and by this process the learning process will go on. By this you are not losing anything, rather you are gaining much more things which you have not learnt during all these days. So these are the some factors, for just my experience I am explaining for you. So far administration is concerned, I am just pointing out one thing, that always pay respect to your immediate senior up to the top level. Because even if one day senior, he is senior to you. And top level is definitely that the toughest person, you have to pay respect of them, it's all right. But question is that if that will continue, if you pay respect, tomorrow you will get respect. If you don't pay respect, you will not get any respect from anybody. And by this process, you lose everything. Don't try to do that so that you lose everything when time comes to you. Now the time has come to you to show your own cordiality, courtesy, well thoughts and behaviors to each of the individuals those are present in the court premises. Even if don't antagonize the witnesses, witnesses will come, they will depose, they may answer some irrelevant questions, but still then you have to keep quiet. If necessary, you can also just get a clarification, and that too, recording of evidence is very, very, very important thing. And with my experience, very shortly, I found, and with heavy heart I can say, with much experience, these judicial officers are lacking in how to record the evidence. I am very sorry to say, but still then, I have also requested my brother friend, Honorable Justice Debabrata Das, the Director of Judicial Academy, he has to take into consider this aspect, and now the revisiting of recording of the evidence to starting from Judicial Master First Class up to ADJ has to be undertaken, and the training course has to be modeled accordingly. I request you. Thereby, these are the very, very important things which have come to my mind. I have explained for you. I believe and I hope and trust you will never disappoint us. I request the parents that they must bless their children, they must excel in their life, and with these words, may God bless you. Thank you, and I wish that you succeed in life. For your success is my success, and my success your success. Thank you.
Thank you, my lord, for the wonderful words of wisdom and encouragements. I am sure all of us must have been immensely benefited from the non-parallel walls of erudition. May I have the honor to request Honorable Dr. Justice Vidyut Ranjan Sarangi, the Acting Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, to kindly present the certificates, badges, mementos, and books to the following Civil Judges Junior Division on probation of 2021 batch on successful completion of one-year training. Now I request Ms. Adyasa Mishra to come to the dais. Ms. Chetna Patnaik, Ms. A. Gitanjali Naidu, Sri Bibhu Prasad Naik, Ms. Sushmita Ratha, Sri Rajesh Mishra, Ms. Rajalakshmi Mahanti, Ms. Sushmita Mishra, Sitesh Mahanti, Sri Binayak Prasad Sahu, Miss Sripanna Mahapatra, Sri Durgas Prasad Panda, Miss Arya Aishwarya Acharya, Miss Samiksha Shah, Miss Anvesha Das, Miss Ipsita Bhoi, Miss Tita Pragya Amrita Tanaya, Miss Suprasi Sonali Mahapatra, Sri Animesh Jana, Sri Subham Kanungo, Sri D.K. Balkrishnan, Sri Subham Misra, Sri Dipendra Singh Rathod, Sri Punyashlok Das, Sri Sibashish Pani, Ms. Karonika Ghosh, Ms. Madhushmita Mahapatra, Sri Swadesh Tripathi, Ms. Smruti Abhilasha, Ms. Pratibha Das, Animes Samal, Miss Binita Raut, Sri Rakesh Kumar Sahu, Sri Sunaram Majhi, Miss Samruddhi Sagarika Barik, Sri Sri Chandan Sethi, Sri Aditya Narayan Maharana, Sri Richi Milan Patra, Miss Archana Malik, Miss Rupti Das, Sri Akash Mohapatra, Miss Lalita Patra, श्री साधक कटजी, मिस इप्सिता प्रिया एक्का, मिस लक्ष्मी बेहरा, श्री शिशिर कुमार भोई, मिस दीपाली दास, मिस दीप्ता सेठी, Thank you, my lord. Now, I have the honor to request Honorable Dr. Justice Sanjeev Kumar Panigrahi, Judge, High Court of Orissa, and member of Odisha Judicial Academy and Training Committee, to propose the vote of thanks. My lord, please.
Good evening, everyone. Honorable Acting Chief Justice Dr. B.R. Sarangi, Justice Devaruta Das, Chairman, Judicial Academy and Training Committee, my brother judges who are part of the training committee, Justice K.R. Mahapatra, Justice G. Satpathy, Justice A.C. Behra, my sister and brother judges present here and who are also virtually present, all the former judges of this High Court, spouses of honorable judges, the functionaries of the Odisha Judicial Academy, Registrar General and staff of the registry, Additional Director OJA Sri Nanda, other officials of registry and staff of Odisha Judicial Academy, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and the parents of the probationers. I congratulate the 14th batch of the probationers who have completed their judicial training, but I must say that they have to be constantly try to put themselves on the trajectory to reach the orbit. Gratitude is the sign of the noble souls. So I have been tasked with the opportunity to express my gratitude. I consider it a great privilege to propose a vote of thanks to all the dignitaries who have made it convenient to attend today's meeting organized by the OJA and Odisha High Court. We are deeply grateful to the Honorable Acting Chief Justice for sparing his valuable time from his busy schedule to grace the occasion. Sir, your thoughts have been quite thought-provoking, and the probationers will, I'm sure, take home all those good points you have narrated. I'm also thankful to our training committee and OJ staff for making the event successful. My special thanks to the team CPC and team OJ for organizing the event and live streaming the event. A dream does not become a reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work. And you have crossed the maiden phase of your judicial career, miles to go from here. The match is yet to be over. You have to bat and bowl a lot. The French have a saying, the more things change, the more they remain the same. The same is applied to the judicial training. It still leaves the archaic smell. The word of Socrates epitomizes the real purpose of judicial training. He says, I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. Since you are all adults, and adult learning is only through thinking. To quote Tom Hopkins, you are your greatest asset. Put your time, effort, and money into training, grooming, and encouraging your greatest asset. Where things have been discussed, so many things have been told in seminars and discussion in many working papers. So many things have been told about the judicial delay, so many other things. But I find the judicial training aspects hardly find space in those seminars, in those articles, in those meetings. Therefore, I want to flag a few issues here at the time of my Thanksgiving ceremony. So this is a food for thought. The present system of judicial training in this country is not uniform. Some states have good training programs, some states have not so good. Therefore, of course, the National Judicial Academy is trying to make it uniform, but still the uniformity is elusive. First thing. The foremost requirement of proper faculty at the Judicial Academy with the commitment and dedication to training is very important. Most of the time, we have to run the Judicial Academy with part-time trainers. We need to have full-time trainers also. So there should be a judicious mix of the two. Judicial officer to head academy must be selected by procedure to test their suitability and dedication to judicial training. Of course, our current team is a very good team and they are doing extremely good job. So I commend them. In future, I am saying this is in the future. The present system based on seniority or personal choices needs to be done away with. There should be a proper selection procedure for that. The overall supervision may remain with officers of the higher judiciary, but the faculty may consist of academicians and research persons to provide regular inputs, thinking and guidance to judicial officers. The pool of resource persons need to be widened to include experts from various fields, providing their vision, perspective on different issues of law. The careerist approach by the service of the service needs to be balanced with the pious nature of duty to dispense justice. We need to differentiate between the two. Unless threshold module is changed and prepared in accordance with the change in time, the archaic nature of our training system will remain to be stay, and that requires a lot of introspection. Training needs to be the communication skill of the judicial officer need to be improved at any cost. There should be a periodical debate competition among the judicial officers. every district level and at the zonal level there should be debate competition on different current issues, and the administrative judge, the district judge, all those people should also evaluate their. And human management all need to be made part of the training curriculum. The present system of training is not sufficiently participative, does not encourage participants to speak a lot, because most of them they don't auto. I have seen when I was taking classes for them, they never speak, they never ask questions. Maybe there is some inhibition because he's High Court judge, or maybe some senior person, we can't hear. So please ask questions. The average judicial officer prefers to keep quiet, either out of rebuke, reprimand, or fear. Please do away with all these three elements. The Judicial Academy must hold special training sessions when new laws are enacted, creating a virgin judicial field. The resource faculty needs to be broad-based. It includes academicians. Even senior lawyers should also be invited to inculcate this training on the different areas of law. Victim under laws can be invited to judicial academies for their better sensitization of the judges. Overbearing emphasis on the decision based on precedents should be coupled with there should be some discussion on those issues. The judgment writing training should be given more and more, though it is given, but it's cursorily. At present, training of judicial academies is in the form of monologue that should be changed to dialoguing system. The judicial academics need to more communicative. This is I am discussing because we are all, many of us, we are in the part of the judicial training process, and you also know that. So in the future, you may be taken for as a resource person. Some of you who are performing good in our particular area, you are very good, then you should be taken to the Judicial Academy as a resource person. So these are some of the food for thoughts, and that should be taken into account while framing our future curriculum in the future years to come. Thank you for patiently listening me, and I should not stand between you and your dinner. Thank you.
Thank you, my lord. With this, we have come to the end of a magnificent program. May I now seek leave of the Honorable Chair to wind up the session. Thank you, my lord. The function is declared closed. May I now request esteemed dignitaries on and off the dais and other invitees to kindly rise for the rendition of the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you. I request all the dignitaries and guests to kindly assemble at the portico of the Odisha Judicial Academy for photo session. Thank you one and all. Namaskar.
All the trainees are requested to collect some books from my part as a parting gift. The first book is Richard Posner, How to Judge. The Paul Barak, Judges and Judging. Two Faces of Justice, Judging and Emotion. The Idea of Justice by Amartya Sen. Ahan Barak, The Judge in a Democracy. 5-6 books I have given to all the trainee. Please do take it from Mr. Nanda.
May I request Civil Judges Junior Division on Probation and Honorable Judges to kindly join for the photo session.